starting next month, I'll be allocating far more of my time to Tesla. And now that the major work of establishing the Department of Government Efficiency is done, the future of the company is fundamentally based on large-scale autonomous cars and large-scale, in large volume, vast numbers of autonomous humanoid robots. We do execute well. I think Tesla will be the most valuable company in the world by far. It may be as valuable as the next 5 companies combined. I expect to be selling fully autonomous rides in June in Austin, as we've been saying for now several months. So that's continued. But the real question from a financial standpoint is, when does it really become material and affect the bottom line of the company? That's probably around the middle of next year, second half of next year. And then once it does start to move the financial needle in a significant way, it will really go exponential from there. The team and I are laser focused on bringing Robotaxi to Austin in June. We've got a product called the Cybercab, and then but any Tesla, which could be an S3, X, or Y that is autonomous, is a robotic taxi or robotaxi. Because what we're solving for is a general solution to autonomy, not a city-specific solution for autonomy. Once we make it work in a few cities, we can basically make it work in all cities in that legal jurisdiction. So once we can make it basically work in a few cities in America, we can make it work anywhere in America. Once we can make it work in a few cities in China, it can work anywhere in China, likewise in Europe, limited only by regulatory approvals. So this is the advantage of having a generalized solution using artificial intelligence and an AI chip that Tesla designed specifically for this purpose, as opposed to very expensive sensors and high precision maps of a particular neighborhood where that neighborhood may change or often changes, and then the cost stops working. So we have a general solution instead of a specific solution. Good progress in Optimus. We expect to have thousands of Optimus robots working in Tesla factories by the end of this year. 2030, I feel confident in predicting 1 million Optimus units per year. It might be 2029. And we expect the stationary energy storage business to scale ultimately to terawatts per year. And so we picked Q1 as like a good quarter to do a cutover to the new version of the Model Y. And we changed production of the world's best-selling cars. Worth remembering, the Model Y is the best-selling car of any kind on Earth, with a 1.1 billion unit per year output of a single model. And we did this changeover at the same time in factories all across the world. The value of the company is delivering sustainable abundance with our affordable AI-powered robots. It's very difficult. It's difficult to predict the exact ramp, sort of week by week, month by month, except that it will ramp up very quickly. So it's going to be like basically an S curve, where it's very difficult to predict the intermediate slope of the S curve, but you kind of know where the S curve is going to end up, which is the vast majority of the Tesla fleet being autonomous. I predict that there will be millions of Teslas operating autonomously, fully autonomously, in the second half of next year. Really, the car is just very much like a human. It's digital neural nets and cameras, and humans operate with biological neural nets and eyes. And so the same strengths and weaknesses will be present. At Tesla, we're absolutely hardcore about safety. We go to great lengths to make the safest car in the world and have the lowest accidents per mile, and fewest lives lost. But that said, I think we should be able to have it work in several cities later this year for personal use. You know, the acid test being you should be able to can you go to sleep in your car and wake up at your destination? And I'm confident that will be available in many cities in the US by the end of this year. The issue with Waymo's cars is they cost way more money. But that is the issue. The cars are very expensive, made in low volume. Teslas are, I don't know, probably cost a quarter or 20% of what a Waymo costs, and made in very high volume. I mean, I don't see anyone being able to compete with Tesla at present. At least as far as I'm aware, Tesla will have, I don't know, 99% market share or something ridiculous. Later this year, the first Model Y will drive itself all the way to the customer. So from a factory in Boston and our one here in Fremont, California, I'm confident that from both factories, we'll be able to drive directly to a customer from the factory. This is a revolutionary production system. This is a profound reimagining of how to make cars in the first place. No car is made like this anywhere in the world. The factory is the product as much as the car is the product. I'm confident ultimately it'll allow us to achieve a cycle time, meaning a unit every 5 seconds or less off a single line. We're the fastest at 33 seconds in our Shanghai factory, but this would be, 6 times faster or 7 times faster thereabouts. There's no more vertically integrated car company than Tesla. There's no other car company that is building lithium refineries and cathode refineries. We're ridiculously vertically integrated, and that's our best position to protect against supply chain disruptions. As far as absent macro issues, we don't see any reduction in demand. Almost everything in Optimus is new. There's not like an existing supply chain for the motors, gearboxes, electronics, actuators, really anything almost anything in the Optimus, apart from the AI for Tesla, the Tesla AI computer, which is the same as the one in the car. When you have a new complex manufactured product, it'll move as fast as the slowest and least lucky component in the entire thing. And as a first order approximation, there's like 10,000 unique things. The reality is that in the future, most people are not going to buy cars. Buying a gasoline car that is not autonomous will be like riding a horse while using a flip phone. Some people still do it, but it's rare. It's only a couple months away, so you can just see it for yourself in a couple months in Austin. But it's like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 vehicles on day one. And watch it carefully, then scale it up rapidly after that. So, we want to make sure that we're paying very close attention the first time this happens. But yeah, you'll be able to, end of June or July, just go to Austin and order a Tesla autonomous drive. You can just go for a drive down the highway and you'll see people texting while driving, doing 80 miles an hour.
And putting the makeup on at the same time.
Yeah, putting on makeup, doing their hair with the mirror down, and texting and driving at 80 miles an hour. This is a common occurrence. It'll really be profound when you can basically do whatever you want, including sleep, and then that $99 is going to seem like the best $99 you've ever spent in your life. A big breakthrough that we made some time ago was to go with direct photon counting and bypass the image signal processor. And then you can drive pretty much straight at the sun, and you can also see in what appears to be the blackest of night. And then in fog we can see as well as people can, probably better, but I'd say probably slightly better than people, than the average person anyway. Any country that cannot manufacture its own drones is doomed to be the vassal state of any country that can. And America cannot currently manufacture its own drones. But that's again. with respect to humanoid robots, I don't think there's any company in any country that can match Tesla. Tesla and SpaceX are number one. Now, I'm a little concerned that on the leaderboard, ranks 2 through 10 will be Chinese companies. But I'm confident that rank 1 will be Tesla.